Well, it's time. It's time for the old farts to have a second birthday party. We're sorry about that little echo there. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody watching here. I am constantly amazed. Hang on, I'm trying to get to my window over here. We got a group of people already here, and I am thrilled to tell you all that this is our second birthday, and I think we're going to have a great show. We started this group kind of on a whim that, as most of you all know, my story, somebody was given a guy that I have been chatting with. We had like 5 or 6 guys, 7 or 8 guys that we were chatting with. Occasionally, a couple other guys would come into our chat, and we were all on somebody else's channel, which that channel no longer exists, the one that we were all on. And somebody came back and said, "Listen, old man, you should be reading the book before you ask stupid questions." So that was the stimulus for me to say, maybe we should start our own Facebook group so we can answer people's questions and not have any smart ass remarks. So that's been my mission since I started this, and it's been rolling and continuing to be a success here. And uh, later this week, technically, our anniversary is May 19th, which is Friday. And so since I'm doing this show on Wednesdays, we're going to celebrate today. But so if you look at the group, we are on the edge. I think sometime today we're going to be at 13,900. And I think by Friday, we're going to hit 14,000 members. And I had no clue that there would be 14,000 people that would feel comfortable being old farts with drones. But I'm happy to tell you that it seems like it's continuing to grow. I've gotten congratulatory messages from a variety of people that couldn't be here, including DJI sent me a congratulations message that, I was like, wow, they know I exist, kind of thing. So anyway, but one guy in particular started recommending people when we had about 30 members altogether. He all of a sudden started recommending our group to people. And I think that first day he had 30 people join, the first day that he joined. And that continued, and that still continues to this day. I got to tell you, he's probably been my number one biggest fan as far as getting this group off the ground and making it enjoyable for everybody. So I'd like to introduce him first. Everybody in the drone community knows Captain Ray Kelly.
Hey Bob, how you doing? Congratulations on 2 years. I tell you, and thank you for inviting me to be on today. Yeah, that's a great
Oh,
accomplishment. It really is.
well, thanks, Ray. Why did you recommend Old Farts with Drones?
Well, I like the whole philosophy that you had about, getting those sarcastic responses and start your own group. And I'm an old fart myself.
I know.
So I said, it's going to be fun. And I was right, and you're a great host. I mean, really, you're very knowledgeable about flying drones. And I've learned a lot from you listening to your show. and you come to the South Florida Drone Meetup. I got to meet you, and you've been
Yep.
there twice now, and you brought
Oh,
your
yes.
lovely you brought your
We'll be
lovely
there as often
wife
as we can.
Audrey, and we got to
Yes.
meet her too.
Well,
So
Audrey will be in the show here in just a minute or two. Here, she's in the back room. And I want to tell people that are trying to get into the show right now, if you're trying to get in, I've hit the 10 people limit in the back room. So as we progress here today, I'm going to bring a few people in and then ask a few people to leave so that we can bring more people in. I truly, I've gotten just the most unbelievable response when I started putting out invitations here today. So I'm thrilled to death that you're all here and that we can, talk and say hello to each other. All right. So first, I guess the first person we got to bring in, of course, is my number one human being in the world. Okay. I'm going to bring in, this is Mrs. Bob Dempsey. She's never gone by that. This is Audrey. Hi, Audrey.
hey, Audrey, how you doing? Good to see you again.
I'm good, Ray. It's good to see you too. I thought I'd throw up the picture I took of Hawaii when we were there a couple of years ago.
Very
Not
nice.
with a drone, with my camera. And I just want you to know how much I thoroughly enjoyed the meetup. And I appreciated the fact that everyone welcomed me so wonderful, considering they don't know me and they didn't really think I could do much, but I showed that I could make a decent flight. So, and you captured it on video. So
I know, and I'm going to be posting it very shortly. Believe me. No, that was great. You had the guts to fly in that wind. It was very windy, and you
yeah.
threw up. You sent up that Mini 2, and I was very impressed, Audrey. Really.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good. So
I just want to take a minute though and tell you how proud I am of my husband for doing what he's done with this incredible group all over the world, and what he continues to do to promote this industry, and make it something that's fun for everyone. He's been so helpful to so many people that needed more information about how to get licensed or how to get a license in another country, or all those kinds of things. And he's always Johnny on the spot to want to help people. That's probably part of our I don't know if I should say this, part of our Buddhist background, but we just really like to help other people become happy. So I just want everyone to know how proud I am.
thank you, baby.
And you should be.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I got to start getting some of these guys in that have been waiting here. So one of the first people that joined also is Uncle Bob. Lots of you have seen his videos on online, and he does just a phenomenal job. He formerly worked for Sony Pictures in Southern California. He's currently retired, and he's currently in his second home in Mazatlan, Mexico. Let's all welcome Uncle Bob. Hi, Uncle
Hey
Bob.
guys.
Hey, Uncle Bob, how you doing?
Hey, Captain Ray, how you guys, Bob? No, it's great to be here. I love this channel. It's, being an old fart and my old fart hat. I get so many compliments when I'm out flying because I wear this hat 99% of the time when I'm out flying. So people just love the old farts, and I got old fart sticker on my car and on my equipment. So I'm an official old fart. Now that I'm retired, I'm truly a retired old fart. So, but for anybody that's retired or needs something to give them something to do to keep their mind, active and provide some sort of legacy, which is what I call it because I have no kids. It provides a legacy that after, I get called out of this world, wherever I go, that Uncle Bob's drone channel, Drone Flying with Uncle Bob, will still be out there. And
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
it's kind of
I know if you haven't got a chance to see his work, I know he just told me he put a new video up today, and I've been a big fanboy of Uncle Bob. You know, I've watched nearly every single video he's ever put up, and I mean, he truly is a master at both filming it and editing it, and his titling is first class, definitely first class. And
know
thank you, Bob.
I have Mazatlan on my drone bucket list. I'll tell you that right now.
Yes, 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 yes. I want to bring in another guy we all know here, okay? Because we've seen his photographs of New Hampshire every single day for at least the last 2 years. Okay. I wake up every morning. I go immediately when I get out of bed, I go sit in the bathroom. Okay. And the first thing I do is look on my phone and I see his photographs of the sunrise in New Hampshire. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Chura. You guys all know him. There's
Hey,
Phil.
guys,
Hey,
thank you.
Phil.
Thank
How you
you.
doing,
Thank
Phil?
you.
How did you find us, Phil?
Well, I think it was Ray Kelly. I I really, really do. An email came in and said, you got to check Old Farts with Drones out. So I don't know how Ray got a hold of me, but
Hampton Falls. He's up in Hampton Falls, and my nephew
Yes.
lives in
you
Hampton
were
Falls.
in Massachusetts, only about 8 miles away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yes, it's a lot of fun. All these people. So what made you with the idea of shooting every single morning?
Well, but what, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, FAA said all professional photographers needed to have a commercial license 107. So I got it. And
Okay.
when the pandemic hit, geez, I had nothing happening in the photography studio. So
Yeah.
I'm bored. And I said, I think a good maker is trying to get our attention up there. So I says, Mother Nature hasn't changed. Sun's still coming up. Birds are still having babies. Everything else, and then my late wife had a every time she saw a sunset or sunrise, she would say, "I gotta silence."
Somebody's at your phone.
I unplugged it. But anyway, she would say it's like seeing a little bit of heaven. So we would,
Yeah.
I just started it, and people said, "Don't stop, don't stop." I
No,
look forward to seeing it every day, even on cloudy days. I post.
I know you do. I have had such a wonderful, wonderful time every day, you know, and I think, I mean, maybe once or twice a week, I get to send you a message,
Yep.
you know, telling you how much I appreciate it. But you certainly have a collection of images there. And I'm almost thinking that would make a hyperlapse sunrise every day for the last 2 years, or sunrise every day for 2022.
I did that.
Oh,
I did.
good.
It's on YouTube. It's called Our Creators Canvas. 2022. Yes.
Oh, great. All right. I want to introduce another guy here. We're filling up really rapid here, and I want to get everybody a shot here. This guy came to me a few months ago and said, you know, I would be happy to help as a moderator if possible. And we've had multiple moderators that are doing a wonderful, wonderful job. It's all, you know, everybody's unpaid. Nobody gets paid for this work that we're doing here, including me. But these three guys so far, four guys so far have stepped up and asked to be moderators. And Roger happens to be in Switzerland, and he's able to, when we get spam, which, once our group hit over 10,000 members, the spammers found out about us, and they are constantly, nearly every day, trying to post crap on our group. And we've all been working hard to keep it free of any kind of, BS crap there. So Roger, being that he's up a number of 8 or 9 hours before we are, he's been able to help get that off. And Roger also has come up with a variety of great ideas for the group and has been an active participant. And so live from Switzerland, Roger Zutter.
Yep.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Good. Tell us what attracted you to join Old Farts with Drones?
Well, to be honest, I was a member of a lot of the official DJI Facebook groups because I'm using DJI drones since about 6 years. And in these groups, every time as an old fart, well, I'm not an old fart, I'm a little bit over 50. And if you are asking questions, you got these funny answers, as everybody of you guys know. And all suddenly, I got this message that there is a group. It's called Old Farts with Drones, and these guys are really patient. So I thought, well, let's give them a shot. And that's when I started approximately a year ago to join Bob. I answered my question really honest that I'm only 49, and Bob, he said, yeah, he approved it. And since then I'm here, and I like to help everybody, as I've been told by my dad and by my grandfather, and that's why I'm here. And yeah, as Bob said, I'm in Switzerland. It's if you go by your night, it's 9:18 p.m. right now here in Switzerland. So whenever you guys are sleeping, I get up and I check all the posts and see if there are double posts or spams or whatever, and just delete them. So you guys are pretty happy.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks.
Good. Next.
And of course, Bob, just to tell this to all the guys or all the old farts in Europe, Bob and I are trying to get the merchandise to Europe.
Yes.
To get everybody pleased with hats and cups or whatever. We are working on that, guys. Please be patient. We are not that young as all the puppies, so it takes a little bit more time.
Yes, we're definitely going to have a method in the UK and in Europe and hopefully international to get Old Fart merchandise. It's definitely the top priority. This morning, I was working with a vendor this morning. I don't know if a few of you have seen the T-shirt that I had at the South Florida Drone Meetup that had the Old Fart logo in the center here, and on the back it said "Caution, Old Farts with Drones," on the back. So when you're out flying, people will know, that that's an old fart with a drone, So
That's a great T-shirt.
Yes, we are working on getting that to market, and we are working on this international method of getting products out there for everyone. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys being in here, and if a couple of you can drop off when you get a minute, then we can get a few more guys in here. I know
All
we
right,
have
Bob.
some people in Europe and a few other places. Hang in there, Ray. But I want to introduce San Antonio, Texas has one of the most greatest drone pilots. He can fly through coffee shops without much invitation, and find wayward auto shows to photograph in Florida.
Right.
You know,
He made some money.
and making some money at it, Everybody here is Lee Blessing, Yellow Rose Drones.
Well,
Hey,
Hey,
Lee.
Lee.
it's
How you
Lee
doing?
Singh, not blessing, but I'll take your blessing anyway. But yeah, I
Lee.
was on my way to day 2 for the South Florida Drone Meetup,
Yeah.
and I saw a sidewalk sign that said "Cars and Coffee," and in the old car business, that's the car show, but that's a sign saying, "Hey, they're having a car show," usually Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And so I whipped around the block, came in, got out, introduced myself to some of the folks that were just standing around, and told them I was a commercial drone pilot and that I would like to fly my drone over their car show, and would that be okay? Yeah, I gave them some of my cards and some of my stickers for the kids, and I always carry stickers for the kids. And they said, "Sure, have at it." Well, as I'm putting my goggles on, because I flew the Avata drone, as I'm getting ready to if I'm around crowds, I'm going to fly around people closely, I'll use the Avata, because in theory, it could bump into somebody and not hurt them. If it hits a car, it's not going to hurt anything unless they put their hands up in the props. Bad stuff would happen. But this guy walks up behind me and he says, "When you get done doing whatever you're doing, could you come talk to me? My name's Jim and I own this coffee shop that's sponsoring the car show." And I'm going, "Well, he didn't tell me not to fly." So I flew.
Yeah.
And then I went into the coffee shop afterwards and he said, "I want to hire a drone pilot. I've had a vision. I've got this drive-through like a McDonald's, and I want to have a drone follow a customer through the drive-through, show off my landscaping, do the process. And could you do something?" And I said, "Yeah, I can do that. That's easy." And I said, "While I'm at it, do you want me to fly through your coffee shop? You can do that." I started the drone with the bumper. I had Ken Dono's bumper guards on it, bright yellow, and he said, "Oh, okay." So we choreographed that. We did a walkthrough of the drive-through area. He picked somebody from the car show for me to follow. It was a convertible Mustang, and the first time through, the guy actually stopped and ordered something. And
why
this
not?
drive-through goes
I'm here.
between 2 buildings, so it's a wind tunnel. And so my drone's sitting there, doing this, and the Avata does not have very good horizontal stabilization on the video. And so they got to the window, and they're sitting there chatting with the girl in the window while they make the drink.
You're trying to make a 30-second video of this coffee shop.
He wanted a 10-second video. Well, it ended up in 20 seconds. He says, "I saw what happened. Can we do it again?" Sure. Take two.
Yep.
And so we did it again, and then you speed ramping to speed it up. And this time the guy just touched the order button and waved his hands. And of course, I'm not recording audio, which I think that would have added to the video.
Yeah.
And then he shows up to the window, and just as he pulls up, this smiling girl opens the window, leans out, and hands him an empty cup with a lid on it. And then they drive off, and I added a little bit of tire squealing to the video. It's only 20 seconds.
Oh, cool.
And
Awesome.
And then I went inside, and I sat out in the couches on their front patio. But I walked through the store with the drone in my hand, turned off. And I said, "Hey guys, we're getting ready to do a video for the coffee shop. Does anybody object to being in the video?" I figured it's Jim's problem to get any releases if he feels like it. And everybody said, "Nope, no problem." I said, "Okay, it's going to be noisy.
Yeah.
But just ignore the noise, ignore the drone, wave at it. Don't try to put your hand up in it and catch it."
Yeah.
And everybody said, okay, we understand. And there was these two guys out front on the patio underneath an awning, and they were sitting there with their coffee. And I said, make sure you hang on to your cups when I come flying through.
I'm
And
going to cut you off there, Lee.
anyway, it was fun. We did it.
Yeah, it's great. I hate to cut you off, but I got a room full of people here all trying to get in and out of here. But I appreciate you
And I
so
blame Ray
much.
Kelly for being here, though. Ray Kelly was the one that sent me the invite.
Oh, is that? See, I told you, majority of my success is Ray Kelly. I got to tell you,
I got the hat at Spin Up in 2021.
Yep. Oh, good. I sent him a bunch of them for Spin Up there too. Listen, I got to bring in another international visitor. This is from one of my favorite countries, from Greece. As you all saw me fly over the Parthenon, probably illegally, but I did it, and a lot of you got to see me do that. But this is one of our consistent members from Greece. Here's Alex. Hello, Alex.
Alex.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. This is guys. I'm gonna be the translator to bypass the language barrier.
Oh, that is quite all right. We appreciate
my son is Dimitris. I'm glad to see you, Captain Ray Kelly, Phil, Roger, Lee, and I'm glad to see you, everyone. Bob, thank you very much for the invitation. Yeah, for the invitation.
Yes, thank you so
Captain Ray
much.
Kelly, live.
Nice to meet your son. I'm glad your son is there.
Yes. Oh, that's great. That this group grew not just in the United States. I was so surprised when I've gotten the first few international people. I was like, wow, there's old farts flying drones everywhere. It's not just here. And I was so honored that people would want to join this group. And I think the terminology old fart, is that international? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to have to do.
The power of the internet is amazing. I mean, you can find people everywhere in every country, regardless of where it's from, whether it's from Greece, Africa, North America. There's people with similar interests regardless of the country.
Yes. So did you guys see my flight over the Parthenon?
Ρωτάει αν είδες αυτό με το Παρθενώνα. Look at this. Μιλάει ελληνικά, σε μεγάλο, κατά κάποιο τρόπο δεν έχουμε μεγάλο πρόβλημα με τον drone. Ας πούμε, φτάνει να μην είσαι στη ζώνη κοντά, δηλαδή στο... he says that flying the drone over the Parthenon was not illegal. He was just barely in the legal flight zone. So he's fine. He's fine.
I was sure that somebody was going to come after me. We were at that. There's a restaurant an outdoor restaurant across the street from the Parthenon, from the Acropolis there. And that's where I was, at that restaurant. So
that was such a cool flight, Bob. It really was.
It was a good flight.
Sorry, Bob. The restaurant, the name is the Theseo of You.
Okay. Yes.
He's asking. What's the restaurant's name? The Sea of You?
Oh,
the Sea of You.
Boy, I don't remember. I don't know if my wife she remembers.
Because I'm DJ in this restaurant.
He wants to go.
I'm DJ, yes. The start season of the starter season, the last month, and all the summer season, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to play music, and of course fly the drone around on Acropolis. I fly drone 10 years, and one is historical. The first company to fix drones is the Nine Eagle company. It's a small drone. This is no, Adley. Sorry. Hello, Andre.
Yeah, well, my
Hello,
wife's
Alex.
doing good,
So
yes.
nice to meet you. You have a very handsome son.
Oh, thank you very much. The father, okay.
Yes, like father, like son. Yes.
I don't remember the name of the restaurant either, but it was directly across the street where all the buses come and park. And it was really comfortable and such a nice place to be. And Bob was so worried, and I said, "Oh, don't be a wimp. Just do it. You know, everybody told you to do it. Just do it. You know." So, and it was probably one of his most exciting flights he ever did. And we just sat
Well,
there.
it turned out great in the end, didn't it? So it's all fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
The first company to fix drone with GPS is the Chinese, of course, the Season CX20. Remember Season CX20, and after the DJI Phantom 1 fixed drone with GPS, but no camera. It's GoPro 1, GoPro 2.
Yes,
And,
you had to attach your GoPro to the
DJI after DJI
yeah.
2, and the best drone to have, of course, is the Unique Typhoon. Plus Unique Typhoon 500. It's the best drone, the best camera, and the πώς το λένε, είχε πάρει βραβείο. Είχε πάρει και βραβείο Αμερικάνοι ξένοι φωτογράφοι το 16 για την κάμερά του.
He says that drone has been awarded for its high quality camera.
Ah.
Yep. Unique.
Cool. Well, listen,
I have to tell you, we loved Greece. We would go back over and over again.
Yes. You're welcome. Now I have this baby. I'm very.
He's very satisfied with it.
Yes.
Because it's don't see the chip, but it's a very nice camera. The Captain Ray Kelly, do you know what that? And you, Bob, do you know what that? You see the last video on the Iran Lake?
Your videos are incredible. They are beautiful.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That is beautiful.
He very much appreciates your feedback.
Hey, Alex, how do you say Yasu Filemu?
Yasu Filemu. Hello, my friend.
Good. Listen, I need to bring in some more people here, okay? I want to ask if a couple people can drop off there.
I'll duck out and watch on YouTube.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to apologize for people that have said hi to me. I can't figure out how to respond to anybody in the chat, so I'm just saying thank you.
If you're in the chat.
Thank you very much for the honoring, Bob.
Oh, Alex, I appreciate
you're welcome sometimes, and hospitality and good tour in Greece.
Thank you, Audrey, for having such an awesome husband.
Thank you. I want to bring in, we have a couple major celebrities here, but I want to first of all bring in, say hello to Dominic and Greg and William. I will get you in just a minute here, but I just want to bring in a 1 minute for one person here. Dominic is in Australia. He's in Melbourne. It's 5 a.m. or almost 6 a.m. It's in Melbourne.
25 to 6 a.m. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, good day, mate.
We appreciate you, mate, and thank you so much. Tell us why you're a member of Old Farts with Drones.
I think Old Farts with Drones is not necessarily to do with the age of the person, but the ideology of the person being an old fart. That's how I see
agree.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's great.
I love the Aussies. There's a lot of really great photographers that are Aussies I used to see every year at WPPI. So
yes,
we're going to get there one of these days.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I'm definitely looking forward to it. So let me bring in another person here real quick. This is, he's He is a Hollywood cinematographer. He is a working on the sets nearly every day. He also is an inventor, and many of you own a piece of his equipment. If you've ever used a MAV mount on your drone to mount a tablet, one of the best mounts that exist for a tablet. I want to introduce you to the founder and creator of that company, who is also a working cinematographer. Here is William Jensen. There he is. Hi, William.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, William, what's going on?
I want to know how much it would cost to have Bob introduce me at every room I walk into.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think my fiance might get sick of it, but I never would, for sure.
I'll send you my address.
William. I'm quite sure he'd be happy.
And can I just say, Audrey, oh my gosh, I'm getting married. I hope that my wife is going to be like you. What a sweet thing you said about Bob. That was so nice. That was really sweet.
It's really
my biggest
true.
fan club is
when he came to me and he told me about this, and he said, honey, I think I'm going to start my own Facebook page. I went, go for it, babe. Of course, now
I could just
more time on that than anything else. So
yeah, a little jealousy there. I think I get that a little bit too with the pages I run. That's for sure.
Yes.
But that was really sweet. I could hear the emotion in your voice, and that really touched me. That was really nice.
oh, thank you. Yeah, your videos are amazing. I watched that show, and your work is just astounding.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You, most of us have all seen your work, in many movies and TV shows that you get to work on. And tell me, are you all switching to Inspire 3s?
Oh man, what's funny is I've been doing a lot of stuff. Well, you choose, the production chooses, and then you tell them how much it's going to cost, and they go, "What's another drone we could use?" So we have some pretty big drones that might be extremely expensive per day and take 2 or 3 people to run. With blades that are 14 inches, 20 inches wide. And then often it bounces down to a Mavic. You'd be surprised how good the camera is on there. And they go, "Oh wow! If you can get that quality out of that drone, we'd rather pay this much." So it's funny. Inspired 3 is dominating high-end productions that are not actual screen films, but a lot of screen films are on there too. I was at the launch for the X7 camera. And I remember the colorist who had just worked on the Aliens film, Covenant or something like that. And he got confused with the X7's footage and the Red camera footage when he was pushing color around. And that really says a lot about how good cameras are on those Inspires for sure. But not everybody's switched. That's an expensive piece of kit. And I can often fly a Mavic 2, literally a 2, when it's going to go to Instagram or Facebook and it's not going to be shown on a big screen.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's great to know that some of us are shooting film quality cameras.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. With good light, I've seen stuff literally make it into films that was shot on an iPhone. Yes. And it's because if you have good light, the sensor really hides a lot.
Yep.
And the file sizes on some of those cameras, if you're shooting in 4K, 6K, they don't even want to deal with it because their editor's not going to be using a system that can even do it. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
So, William, do you ever come here to Las Vegas to shoot?
You know what? Let me think. I often fly over to go to Nevada or Arizona to shoot, but I'm not sure I've ever shot in Vegas.
Because they're trying to create a lot more movie studios here. That's the new buzz is to
that would be really smart because we often go out to New Mexico or something like that and use it as a Western set or something like that, and a shorter flight and easier drive, especially for moving equipment, would be really a good idea.
And we have lots of really good places here too. So if you ever do, I'd like to go with you.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Would be your
All right,
visual
DT.
observers, you know?
Yeah, she's gonna be like, "You're gonna hit that. You're gonna hit that.
Yeah.
Stop. Don't go that direction."
Hey guys,
we were on the.
whenever you come to Switzerland, just give me a shout out, and you can stay at my place.
Oh, I will take you up on that.
William, can
Of
you
course.
give us a 1 minute? Can you give us a 1 minute about the
Yeah, sure.
mount, about how it, give us just a little brief of how it happened, and do you see anything new coming from MavMount in the future?
All right. The Mad Mount was created because I was on a music video for an artist called Big Sean, and he was shooting a song called Bounce Back, which did really well for him. He's gone really big since then. And the Mavic was brand new, and I had one of the very first ones, the Mavic 1, which they call the Pro or whatever back then because we didn't know there would be a 2. And I got one of the first ones, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" And I'm going out to shoot in the middle of the desert for this, and I want to use these batteries because I'm going to burn a bunch of Inspire 1 batteries in the middle of the desert, which means I can charge them, but I'm probably going to be on a generator. It's hard. So I wanted to show the DP my shots and do all my setup shots with the Mavic, and then use my big drone for the other shots. And I created the first Mav mount out of a piece of wood, a ball head from some kit that I had, and got it to work so I could show and just turn it and show the DP on a screen that was respectable. You know,
who a DP is.
That's the director of photography. Yeah.
Director of photography. Yeah. We don't know those acronyms.
Yeah, but I could tell you some of the shots in that music video, and if you look it up, you'll see a shot where we're flying through the desert, and they use CG to put the moon into the background. That was actually on the Mavic 1, and then the rest of the shots of him standing on the rocks were with the Inspire. But that was maybe the first time a Mavic 1 was used in a major production. And that's why. It was just out of necessity. And then everybody since then has taught me how they use it. I remember at a drone meet in Oregon, one of the first old farts that I actually interacted with probably was a guy in a wheelchair, and he was sitting there amazed because we had 20 or some drones in the air. And I walked over and I showed him on my screen, and his face just lit up, and his wife was sitting there. And I believe that they were like, "We're buying this," because it gave him mobility, you know. And so I understand that he would fly since then, and get out of his wheelchair and his mind and really fly around and enjoy life that way, which is really cool.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. I want to stop for a minute because I want to bring in a guy that everybody in the drone community admires, and he is one of the best people that has a business with the drone community. And if you need to learn how to be a drone pilot, if you need to obtain a 107 license or a private pilot's license, I'm sure you are all well aware of Greg at Pilot Institute. And Greg, I am so proud to bring you on to the show. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you.
Well,
hey, Greg.
Thank you for having me, Bob. I agree with
William.
I think I would like to hire you to do the introduction when I walk into a room as well.
Right. Right.
Oh, great. So tell us, is there a market to old farts for Pilot Institute? How is that going?
Oh, absolutely. I think actually most of our pilots are what you would qualify as old farts. So yeah, we deal with them all the time. I'm not there yet, but maybe mentally I am a little bit.
No, we don't want you there. We certainly appreciate you and everything that you do. I don't know if everybody knows in the audience that even to this day, he's gone beyond his original quote to supply stickers, your FAA stickers for your drone. If you send him your registration number and your name and information, he will send you a stickers for your drone. Isn't that right, Greg?
Yeah, it is, and we've actually doubled. We were going to do 10,000 of them, and we passed over 20,000 of them now that we've shipped. So, and we'll continue doing it. I think this is going to be just an ongoing thing. And it's all available for free on the website. You know, the reason we created this, people always ask us, why did we do this? We saw, and we still do sometimes, see students that come to us and said, hey, I paid $40 or $50 for my registration. And I said, that's not right, because it's only $5 for 3 years. So we did this as a way to make sure people understand they only need to pay $5. There are some websites out there that take ads on the FA Drone Zone keywords and then pretend to be the FA in a sense and have people register for $40 or $50 thinking that they're on the FA website. And so we did this as a way to kind of bring light, to bring light on this, on what was going on. And I think we've been pretty successful at doing it. And most of the time what they do is they offer these stickers and they charge, in addition to the $40 or $50, they also charge for the stickers on top of it. So we decided we were going to do this for free and help the community.
So
how
Greg,
wonderful.
do you mind if I ask, are people coming to you from Old Farts?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And every single week I do a post in our group. We have a pretty big group as well that has like almost 20,000 people in it. And I share some of the groups that I like on Facebook, which is fewer and fewer these days. With I think somebody mentioned that earlier. I think Roger mentioned that in the feed. You know, some people are pretty reluctant and pretty bad online. So when I know that a group is good, I'm going to share it with our students so they can go and get additional information. And you guys are one of them. So,
Wow, thank you, thank you, thank
Congratulations
you.
on that, Bob.
Yay! Hey, you know, it's you know, it's been a work of love, that's for sure. You know, kind of thing.
it's a lot of work.
You know, Greg, Audrey is in one of your favorite cities. Okay,
Which one?
he's in Prescott,
Oh, I love
Arizona.
Prescott. I almost wanted to move there.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, we've been on
that's
Whiskey
awesome.
Row, you know, and
Yep.
you know, we've been there a number of times, and
That's
that's
where I was in the movie. Remember?
yes,
They
we were in
had
a
all
movie.
these extras. They were shooting a movie. I don't remember what movie it was. And I had a camera with me, you know, because I was shooting some pictures. And so I just sort of ran up and sort of did it. And then they kept saying, okay, we're going to do this again. We're going to do this again. We're going to do this again. And
Right
finally,
at the courthouse.
somebody came up to me and said, are you an extra with us?
I'm just
Should
visiting.
have said yes. You might get a paycheck.
Yeah.
Yes, where's my money?
I didn't have a signature. So.
I don't know what movie that was. It was some silly comedy movie, and it was on the courthouse steps in Prescott, in downtown Prescott.
In
there,
the square.
well, in the square, right there, you know, kind of thing. So
that was fun.
I have no idea what it was, but
and Bob's going, "What are you doing?"
So, Greg, give us a few reasons why, if I'm a senior citizen and I just got a drone and I took my trust exam. Hopefully, I took my trust exam at Pilot Institute, which Audrey, by the way, everybody got a kick on line when I said I made my wife take a trust exam. You know, when she got her when she got her drone, everybody got a big kick out of that. I made my wife take a trust exam, but she took her trust exam at Pilot Institute. You know, so why should somebody get a 107? Tell us why. What would give them the opportunity? Why would give them a good reason to do that?
Well, I think the first one is more knowledge, quite frankly. We actually have a lot of students that come to us and say, I'm never going to be, you know, flying to make money, which would be one of the reasons. But they said, I just want to get more knowledge, more than the trust. So they just do the upgrade and then they do the training and then take the test. You know, flying to make money, if you fly with the trust certificate that you get from the FAA for free, that only allows you to fly for recreational purposes. So if you wanted to do anything that is not recreational, that's the way that I define Part 107, then you would need the Part 107 certificate. So even if you're flying to do pictures for your church and you do it for free, doesn't matter. It's not a recreational, activity. So you would need to get the Part 107. Part 107 brings also a few additional things, like the ability to fly over 400 feet. So if you're within close to a structure, for example, within 400 feet of the structure, you'd be able to fly 400 feet higher than that structure. That's only available under Part 107. I think a lot of people think that rule also applies to recreational flying, but it doesn't. There are some limitations to that rule, but that's one of them. And then just overall, the ability to fly in more places where the FAA has restrictions. So flying close to an airport, let's say that there's a 0 grid where you can't fly because the land says it's 0 feet, then you would be able to submit your request as a Part 107 pilot. You cannot do that as a recreational flyer. So there's a few things. It gives you the ability to do a couple more things and give you a little bit more flexibility. For a long time,
even
flying at night was different. Yeah, go ahead, Will.
I would say even learning the process for learning how to make that sort of request correctly, who to talk to, and how to do it in a way it's going to get approved is a big part of that. Sorry, as you were talking, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm remembering back to when I took my test a very long time ago, and that is such a big part of being able to fly anywhere you want or as many places as you can.
Absolutely. And, for us, we teach our students to be proficient. We don't just teach them to pass an exam and get, the bare minimum. And that's the biggest thing. So you'll be proficient by the time you're done and be a safe pilot. That's what it's all about.
Good. I want to bring in
just one thing. I mean, I've seen this on your Facebook page all the time, the 107, but like guys know I'm from Switzerland. We don't have the 107. We have the European test and things.
The A1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
Yes. But I think the most important thing is about taking the test is to know or get your drone known about thermology, about how it's reacting in warm weather, in cold weather. You've seen videos where guys are trying to light up the fire with their drone, and then everybody gets upset because it crashes into the fire, things like that. I mean, everybody's laughing, but like I said, taking your test is getting to know your drone. That's the most important thing that I think it's really important.
I just wanted to show you my drone. I may have one of the only ones that look like this.
Is that Hello Kitty?
Yeah, Audrey, you're not the only one. My girlfriend has a pink one itself with unicorns on it.
This is cherry blossoms, so we like sakura.
I must get something like that then.
Oh, good. I want to bring in another guy here, Tom, my neighbor here at the bottom, sitting at the bottom of our screen here. Let me pull you up. I'll put you up over here where Roger was. Everybody knows Tom Dowling. Tom, tell us about your experience here, and you might want to say a little bit about what we did a week and a half ago. Tom and I both testified to a committee for the Nevada legislature that is looking at a bill to outlaw all Chinese drones. Tom?
That's an interesting topic.
Yes.
Yeah, he's muted.
Tom? You're still muted, Tom.
Still not. How many years in technology and it still evades me?
There you go. Now you're right.
Old forts and manuals,
old
right?
Forts, yeah, I remembered. I just remembered how to do that. Yes. So yeah, we very short-sighted on a lot of these politicians point to outlaw probably some of the best public safety drones that actually impact our quality of life. And all under the guise of data leakage. 40 years in fire service in New York City and dealing with robotics and helping to get that off the ground with the FDNY. We saw how useful it was to leverage this tool set. It's just like when we first put our hands on the jaws of life, a Hearst tool. Okay, it was groundbreaking. Well, that's how these drones are in the public safety realm, and it impacts our quality of life. So I was honored to be able to speak in front of the Nevada Senate subcommittee on this, and try to bring home to them the understanding that every citizen is impacted in one way, shape, or form by this very, very narrow view of what this technology is. So, and
Greg,
the reason why I've gravitated to this group is because my philosophy has always been each one teach one, right? I mean, that's what kept us alive in fire service, was we shared our knowledge. And, you know, dealing with some of the Facebook nonsense that we've all dealt with, go read the manual, don't bother us, search before you ask. We don't see that here. And it's the thing that also brings me in is the community. It's a great community. I mean, you know, I've used a mad mouth. Greg, we've met a couple of times at trade shows here and there, running in the circles of Ken Dono and Billy and Eddie, you know, a cast of characters. And that's the great thing about this. We're a cast of characters, and we each have something to share with one another. So, Bob, congratulations, brother. I'm wearing the Vegas Golden Knights hat, by the way. Even though there's not a Canadian team in the Stanley Cup, I believe 20 of the VGKs are Canadian. Okay, so if the Stanley Cup is won by this city, it's probably going to spend a lot of time up north. I can guarantee.
That's right.
Okay, before it makes its way back to the Hall of Fame.
There's 23 players on the roster right now, and 20 of them are from Canada.
Canadian.
And currently, Las Vegas is the most furthest north city in the Stanley Cup playoffs at the moment.
But I want to tell you, there's still snow up on Mount Charleston. I can
there
look out my
is.
door. And
I
I'm
can
in
see
Las
snow
Vegas,
from
okay?
my
So
house.
there we go.
Yes.
Bob, again, congratulations.
If it's okay, I just want to make a really important point, and that is the reason that they went and testified before the legislature is because I was up in Carson City, and through one of my state senators found out that there was a pending bill that was there. And so if it hadn't been for that, they would not have known. And Bob has just been on top of it ever since, both state-wise and federal-wise. And so I say that because you are from all over, and I think you really need to pay attention to your laws that are being passed to make sure that if there's something like that, that you guys need to get involved.
I agree.
Absolutely. Get out in front of it.
I agree.
I want to introduce. Doesn't matter where you are in on the political spectrum.
No.
Okay.
Right.
This is
not
really a safety issue.
It's a Democrat issue. It's a Republican issue. It's every issue. This is not just one-sided. Everybody thinks that we should outlaw drones to keep data from going to China. Well, I have to tell you, China has all of our data, okay? Every single one of us has one of these boxes in our hand. China already has all of this data. My clothes dryer has Wi-Fi, you know? I mean, they know when I dry a load of clothes, you know? I mean, if that's what it is. But I want to introduce another person that made a significant difference to Old Farts with Drones. He's up here in the middle, Mr. Marcus Crawford. I sure appreciate all the support and the help that you've given me personally and to all of the Old Farts with Drone community, Marcus. I sure appreciate everything you've done for us.
And he has a lovely wife, too.
Yes, he does.
Why, thank you so much. And, you know, first, I need to congratulate Bob and Audrey. The Old Farts with Drone phenomenon is something else. And I guess I qualify. I'm 67 years old. However, the thing, just listening to Tom and the things that he does with drones in the public space and for the greater good. Just take a look back here. I'm just all about having fun with drones. That's what I try and get across is, boy, it's a bunch of fun, and getting that aerial perspective is like no other. And you're correct. When I look at these regulations, the question that I always ask myself, I go, well, you know what? If it's something that is harming our national interest in some way, yeah, we need to do something about it. But we haven't seen that with drones. They talk about this kind of ephemeral thing that we're getting spied on, but I've never seen the smoking gun. I've never seen saying, okay, that we know that this data got here and it caused this problem.
Yeah, in fact, Marcus, the Department of Homeland Security audit and also Department of Commerce through the NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technology, both of those audits came up with a big fat zero. Okay, that data wasn't being leaked outside the continental U.S. And in public safety, we also encapsulate that data by using other, aftermarket products, drone deploy, the drone sense. There's a ton of different products out there that are leveraged in that space. And unfortunately, wildfires throughout the western half of the United States. Some of that lost acreage could have been avoided. Okay, but the Department of Interior was forced by some pimping lobbyist, to ground their drones. Okay. With that, Bob, I got to drop off because I'm going to go too far over at some point in time on this discussion.
No. Thank you,
but
Tom.
Again, congratulations.
Thank you. I'll see you on Saturday. What time
Absolutely.
on Saturday?
10 a.m. Cornerstone Park. TED event, drone meetup.
Okay, we're having there's a mini.
Have a good one, Tom.
In Las Vegas here.
Take care.
And a mini drone meetup. Greg, what's your opinion on this legal, these laws being enacted to outlaw Chinese drones? I'd like to hear your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, it's very much in line with what Tom just said. I think it's becoming a political battle when it shouldn't be. I think there's an easy solution, quite frankly. It's to set a standard that all drone manufacturers have to follow. And if you meet the standard, regardless of country of origin, then you should be allowed to fly in the United States. It's really that simple. I don't know why we have to pinpoint a specific country. What does one country do better than the other, or what makes one country more of a threat than the other? If the product meets the requirements, then we should fly the product. And like you said, we all have one of these somewhere in our pocket. A lot of these politicians don't seem to be too worried about those items and more worried about other things.
Greg is the lobbyist.
Yeah, it's really funny. Everybody is afraid about their data, but nobody is afraid about their money, because Switzerland, we have the best bank accounts. So all your money is in Switzerland. No, just kidding.
It is.
Yeah, but
that was the best place to hide money. That's for sure.
No, I would like to ask.
Yeah, how is Swiss Bank right now?
We are always good. No, just one question for a professional like you, William. Is there anything comparable to DJI drone in the filmmaking industry?
At the very high end, we don't use DJI drones. Ronin, the small Ronin will sometimes get put under a separate sort of system, but you'll use red cameras, for a lot of stuff. For ease of use and kind of like just a blanket for the entire industry, DJI dominates, and it's not close.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Bob,
I do a little.
That's what I thought.
I do a little.
Like the DJI Ronin 4D or new with the DJI Inspire 3. I mean, there is nothing that's on the market with the same quality, right?
Right, absolutely. You know, and I do a little digital security stuff. I've always been the computer guy in my family. I fix all the computers. But Facebook has a far more weaponized system for affecting America than data that could possibly come out of a drone. I've tried to think many times how data could be leaked and what they would use it for. And maybe if you're shooting a nuclear site, maybe that might be a problem. But they could just fly their own drone and check that out. As far and we'd never know about it.
No,
Yeah,
it's already on Google Earth. I guarantee.
I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, everybody that is using a electric bike or whatever is probably transferring more data to China or to like Dominic in Australia or whatever.
I really think the problem is the lobbyists, and the lobbyists are being paid by people that want to compete with companies like DJI, and that's what's causing a lot of the issues.
Audrey, I wish they would compete. Really, I mean, there is in my space, which is just a consumer drone going out and flying, having fun. Autel maybe, but even they, I fly them all. I've got them all. Nothing comes even close to DJI, and they're all kind of dropping out. I mean, it's.
Well, we've seen several American companies fail, and that's a fact. So DJI dominates because of that. They were just light years ahead.
I have to tell you, I had the fortune of interviewing Maxwell Lee Jr., Max, the current president and CEO of Autel. And one of his comments was, "We need more competition. This is ridiculous that we don't have more competition." I also, as some of you know, I got to interview Adam Welsh, who is the global head of policy for DJI. And I was able to spend about a half hour with him, and we had quite an interesting conversation. And and at the end of it, the one thing that he asked for at the end, he said, "Can I have your hat?" I had an old fart with drone hat on, and that's what he wanted. He wanted my hat, but he was adamant that we don't steal data. We don't want data. We want to help people fly drones, but we're not here to collect data. That's not the intention of DJI, is to buy or sell data. So
let's hear Greg's opportunity or Greg's thoughts about DJI. What is he thinking as a professional, for drones? What do you think about that?
To me, here's the bigger issue. Having American-made drones is a great idea. It's an awesome idea, and I think everybody is going to agree with the fact that we should have more of it, more competitive brands that can create things that are going to compete with DJI. The more competition we have, everybody wins. The consumer wins, so that's a great thing. The problem is that the way that we're approaching it right now is we are trying to remove the number one competitor based on the fact that they come from China, but we're not putting any effort into R&D, research and development, into creating more drones in the US, into the manufacturing side of things, which is one of the reasons why we can't compete in the US, is because we don't have the manufacturing power in place to compete with the cost of it in China. And so instead of trying to compete using lobbyists, like Audrey said, and spending those hundreds of thousands of dollars, those numbers are easy to find for those American companies that are using lobbyists. Why not put that into R&D? Why not use the government to subsidize and help those American companies to get the R&D, to get a better product? And then we can talk about trying to remove DJI. The problem right now is by removing DJI, what we're doing is that we're impairing the people that are utilizing them for their day-to-day job. We're putting them at risk because we're putting public safety officers at risk because they can't fly on a firefighter that has a drone with a thermal camera. They've spent their budget already. They're not going to buy an inferior drone just because they were told that this is what needs to happen. So I think we're looking at it, not we, but I think the regulators are looking at it from a warp perspective and need to rethink. The end user is getting screwed. Pardon my French. That wasn't even French, but and we're not giving them the tools to replace them. And most of them,
because Greg could tell you the French for that word.
That's right.
Bob,
Greg, that's so true. I mean, I've told these to Bob and our fellow followers for the last 2 or 3 shows that I work as a freelancer firefighter as well here in Switzerland. We don't have the professional firefighters as you guys have in the US. We are all working 100%, and all the firefighting is
volunteer.
As a freelancer.
Yeah.
And we
call them volunteer.
Volunteer. Yeah, I'm sorry for my bad English.
No, that's okay.
And,
how dare you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And we we purchased an DJI Matrix 30T about 8 weeks ago, and we have been able to save a 70-year-old guy that got lost in the wood within 2 hours.
Roger, that's a great point. This American-made drone, it won't
Skydio.
It won't fly at night. You can't fly it at night.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a Skydio too, right?
Yeah.
If I could just interject, there's the idea that America can create these components or make a competing drone is a lot more complicated. Years ago, it was explained to me that DJI, to get the best price on a lot of their components, will put out a bid to, let's say there's 6 factories capable of making a drone component. And I was lucky to be able to at DJI headquarters here in Southern California when a lot of the Inspire 1s were coming back. And I got to see inside a lot of them. And my buddy, who was their top repairman, pointed out that the same board would have different components. I'm like, why are these 2 different? He said, oh, well, they'll send it to the 6 factories that are capable of making this component. They will bid. Every one of those factories will bid, but they will have certain amounts made at every one of the factories so that no factory can say, well, I make all your components, I'm going to raise the price and no one else can make it. They intentionally create competition in that way. But they also can say, if you try to make an American company's components, we're never going to give you a contract. So now this American company says, hey, can you make 20,000 of these? And DJI can say, do you ever want to make 1 million of these for us ever again? And they go, sorry, we can't make your stuff. And that's kind of how that cutthroat end of the business works. And that really hamstrings. I can't remember the company. I know GoPro tried to make one. What was the big US company that did before? US Robotics, was it, or something? But they failed, and they couldn't get around the tech, get over that tech hump and keep up with DJI just competition wise. But on the back end, they have a real tough time of getting stuff made in China.
Hey, William, so I got a question in that regard. So I've thought about exactly what you're talking about before, and DJI has the power. I mean, I've been a businessman my whole life. I understand how that works. However, could a company like Samsung or a company like Sony, and I'm not talking about the Sony AirPeak, I'm talking about a consumer style drone, they would have the buying power to be able to do that, wouldn't they?
Yes, but one time I was trying to make a product and it was going to be made in Shenzhen. And I was doing some research and I found out that there's blocks, and the guy just walks over and talks to a guy. If I want a light, I was trying to make a task light. And he's like, yeah, I'll just walk next door because the lighting guy's there and the battery guy's over there and the CNC guy's right down there. And they all know each other and they just make it like that. And then imagine them imagine if I tried to do that. That is the difference. It's literally like, it's just this huge manufacturing behemoth. And if you are tied in there and you have friends, it's just hard to get into that. It's really hard.
I got to interrupt here, guys. I want to introduce Chaz. There, he just came in, and I have a couple more guys I want to bring in. Everybody knows this gentleman, Dre.
My cousin Dre.
Yes.
What's up, guys?
Yes, my fourth partner. Dre. We have the same birthday, me and Dre. There. So yes, I wanted to introduce them. Charles, what brought you to Old Farts with Drones?
I was in another drone group, and the guy that was running it with a little bit of an iron hand. So I just did some searching around to see if I could find a more chill environment, for a drone group. When I saw Old Farts with Drones, I kind of, burst out loud laughing at the name. So I just, peeked in and sent my application in, and ever since then it's been wonderful. Everybody there is just so chill and relaxed. People can make a joke and actually have some fun, but you can also get your questions answered honestly and without sarcasm.
Hey guys,
I'm trying
you
to
might
mute
want
you,
to
Dre.
mute Dre there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm muting Dre.
I'm going to drop out so you can let more people in, Bob.
Well,
but
Marcus,
again,
I appreciate everything so much that you've done for me
I'm going to do the same.
and for the community here. I really, I'm really, just thrilled that you've taken a few minutes here today to help us celebrate 2 years of Old Farts with Drones.
Absolutely.
And we will I'm looking forward to growing this group and making this, a real force in the business, and making the brand Old Farts with Drones something that everybody recognizes. Okay. Thank you.
We'll see you.
So,
I'm going to head
great.
out too, Bob. I got to go record my news update.
Okay. Oh, and I watch it every Friday, Greg. Every Friday morning at breakfast, I'm watching your highlights there in your news. And let's talk about you coming on the show again sometime for an extended period of time. And maybe we can help get more people to get their 107. That's what we need to do. Okay.
Thanks,
more
Greg.
Love that. That'd be awesome.
More safer
Thank you,
flyers out there would be better. Okay.
Will do.
Great.
Right.
Thank you. Dre.
Yes, sir. I wanted to talk before Greg left, but I understand he has a tight schedule as always. But you guys
I'm sure he's still listening.
You guys were talking about U.S. competition compared to DJI and so forth. The only thing the U.S. has, I would say, would be at a pro-consumer level is a drone called the Teal 2, T-E-A-L, the number 2. Look that up. It's a combination of U.S. robotics, a couple other older drone manufacturers in the U.S. But what got me was its capabilities is far less than what DJI has to offer. As far as it has supposed to have infrared cameras on it, all this different stuff. But the price tag is at the same range of an M30T, but it has half of the capabilities, and that's not going to work for anyone. No. And that's the problem we're going to run into as a user on our user end, is that are we willing to fork out twice the amount of money for half the capabilities?
Yeah. That's that's exactly what I've been trying to make that point, especially when I'm speaking to legislators. That I as an FAA pilot, which I do have my 107's been, I've had it for 3 years now. I want to be able to use the best equipment I can. And as a senior citizen, I want the police department, the fire department to be able to find me if I'm lost in the desert, which could happen, Right. So, obviously that's those are the things that I want to, I want to make sure they understand that, they're affecting that ability to happen, kind of thing. So, so Dre, what brought you to Old Farts? Did I ask you that?
Well, I'm an old fart.
Okay.
Some people don't think so. I'm a baby.
Well,
boomer.
you're a young looking.
Oh, Dre, you're still looking like a puppy.
I'm a baby boomer. I am about to apply for Social Security at the end of this year.
Yeah. But if I'm looking at William, I think he is the puppy here in here.
Yeah, I'll turn 49 this year, but I think I qualified just by back injuries alone.
Well, I qualified by age, Will. I'm qualified by age.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good deal. I gotta bring in another guy in here.
Hey, Bob.
Been waiting. Here's everybody knows Johnny Drone
What's up?
Flyer.
Congrats,
Here.
Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
How's everybody doing? Yeah, Bob.
Good.
Congratulations, man. What a thing you did a couple years ago, and man, I can't say enough about that the drone community and the support they've shown you. And hey, Bob, you know what? You're a staple now in the drone community.
Hey guys, listen real quick. I think William wants to leave us.
Oh, okay.
Bob, did you tell me that I was on your first episode?
Yes, you're on the first show. Yes.
Yeah, I can remember after that you told me, Bill, in 2 years you come back to me when the sun is highest in the sky, and if I am God, I am gone. But if I'm still here, I will be a drone god. And I came back, and here you are, and you were a drone god. I do have to take off. I just got to my office here, and I'm going to ship out some of these mad mounts this morning. But thank you so much for having me on. It's been a pleasure, and it always is.
Hey,
William. Thank you.
Don't forget to drop your channel on YouTube so we can all follow you.
We all want to follow you.
Sure, I don't even know. I don't think I have a YouTube channel. I don't even have one. Come on. Yeah, I don't have one.
Whenever you go to,
I can put my reel up there. I'll find a link for my reel and I'll put that there.
Okay. And whenever you come to Switzerland, drop me a line, and you got a place to stay.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. You guys are all great. Great community, right. Bob. You've done a great job. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Bill. Bye-bye.
Sorry, Johnny, for that.
Oh, that's good. Well, great. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you coming on here. This is Johnny's new house. Everybody's taking a look at there.
Yeah,
Johnny finally moved in. We've been watching the build from the foundation being poured.
Yeah,
we've all seen every part of this house being made, and it's wonderful to see you relaxing, sitting there. You know.
Yeah, gotta get my old one sold, but hey, we'll get that done.
Good. Somebody's got their got it on. I'm getting feedback from somebody. Somebody's getting feedback. I don't know who, but it stopped. I want to also introduce one of our favorite guys in our drone community, somebody that will definitely make us laugh. TJ!
Oh my God.
Hey, TJ. How are you?
What's up?
Bob, you doing all right?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for now. TJ is a younger old fart.
Yeah,
you know, he is one of our younger old farts.
It's funny because everybody says that they see gray in my beard. I just tell them it's the light bouncing off.
Yes, TJ has been like, we got together 2 years ago in Florida and hung out, and we've had just a wonderful time together.
Yeah,
and he's been a really, wonderful inspiration of having a great time with drones, you know?
Yeah. I'm sorry I wasn't able to come to the last weekend, or the weekend before, whatever, the last drone meetup.
We had a great time.
I had to take care of my mental well-being.
Good. Yes. Yeah, all good. All good. Good.
But I'm definitely coming to the 2024 meetup for sure.
Okay. Great. Let me add somebody else to the stream here. Somebody else we all know. DeMarco.
Hey everybody.
Hello
everybody. Congratulations.
Hey, what's up, bro?
How you doing?
Yes. DeMarco. Yes. Our Drone Nation buddy here. DeMarco, thank you so much.
Hey, no. I couldn't miss it though. I thought I was gonna miss it though. I set my calendar on Eastern time. You said 3 o'clock. I'm putting on 3 o'clock, not paying attention. Sorry, my voice is hoarse. But I thought I missed it though.
Being here on the left coast here, we you know, we kind of, you know, have to accommodate for everybody else's time, you know, and we enjoy everybody's time there. And
no. Thanks for having me. Though, congratulations, Bob, and hello to the rest of the panel and all the people in the chat too. So.
Oh, thanks. We have quite a. I mean, the chat is. I have never had more than 30 people watching the show at once, and we are currently tipping the scales here at almost 35 people are watching online at the moment here. And I have, like I said, I have never been that you know, that many people all online at the same time. And you know, I really am thrilled that this group that I started turned into this this community. You know, it really is not just a group anymore. It's really a community of people.
Wow. Well, listen, Bob. Tell me, you're sitting in your office, and Audrey's in Hawaii.
Yeah.
What's up with that? What's up with that, Charles? What's up?
Photography and green screens, a beautiful thing. I have to tell you, I really enjoyed meeting and talking with you at the meetup.
Likewise, ma'am. Likewise. Oh, it was a pleasure.
You're a great hug.
Yeah. Let me hide you my chin up here.
Yes. Oh, all good.
Yeah.
All good.
Bob, yeah, congratulations on hitting 600 subs, man. That's outstanding. That's pretty amazing.
Well, I need more. I need a lot more subs.
We all need more.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I'm at 600 and I got a notice I've gone over 1,000 hours. So I mean, I'm on my way to getting to that 4,000 hours.
Yeah.
But you know, I've you know, it's moving in the right direction there. So let me bring in a couple more people here real quick here. Here's Jim. Hiya, Jim. Where are you?
Hi. How you doing?
Hey,
Good.
Jimmy,
Where
what's
are
up?
you located, Jim?
I'm in Little Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
So you're
Good,
you're
good,
right next
good.
to you're right next to
Johnny Drone
Uncle
Flyer
Ray,
hat.
Captain Ray.
Yes.
Say again, TJ.
You're right next to Uncle Ray, Captain Ray Kelly.
Not that close.
I think he lives in he's in New York.
He's in Long Island.
Yeah.
Long Island.
Oh,
Not
Long
Rhode
Island. Oh.
Yeah.
There's Rhode Island and Long Island. Oh.
Yeah. Let me fill up the room here. There we go. We got the room filled. Mike right there and Brian Mack. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Bob. How
Yes.
you doing?
Good. So my question to everybody that jumps in here, Jim, how did you find Old Farts with Drones?
I became an old fart, and I already flew drones, so it was kind of natural. You end up here.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started 2 to 3 years ago, and now I'm here.
Oh, great. Okay, Brian. Brian?
He's not here. Hey, listen, guys. I'm going to make some room for all the old farts from all over.
Okay.
It's 10:30 here in Switzerland. Bob,
you have a pleasant evening.
Audrey, congratulations on 2 years of old farts. Thank you for having me as a Swiss guy here. It's such an honor to be with you guys, with all the old farts from all over the world.
Yeah.
And I hope in 1 year we are going to be here with 10K of subs and 100,000 of subscribers.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will
Thank you,
talk.
Roger.
Have a good one, guys.
All right.
Roger.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
So Michael Wright, are you on? Brian,
I'm on
are
here. Yeah, I'm in Arkansas today for the week.
Okay. You're in Arkansas.
Arkansas, just north
Where?
of Little Rock, about 30 miles.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I've spent a lot of time in Arkansas. You know, I spent I teach graphic design.
Okay. Yeah.
Is one of my businesses, and I spent multiple times in Arkansas teaching graphic design to newspaper people, both Pine Bluff, I've been to Rogers, and
I live in Rogers.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been to
I'm in-
Fayetteville, of course, and the whole four cities there, Springdale, and Bentonville, of course, and then been to Little Rock, of course.
Yeah. We're in
Bob,
Beebe.
I live in Rogers.
We're in Beebe right now.
Ah, wonderful! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I taught your newspaper, your daily newspaper. When they transitioned from an old-fashioned layout system to Adobe InDesign to lay out their newspaper, I went and spent 2 weeks with all of your graphic artists there to teach them InDesign. That was my job, is to transition them from one software to another software.
That's a big goal.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Michael, how did you find Old Farts with Drones?
Well, our good friend Ray Kelly, I think he probably called me one of the first ones to call when found
Okay.
out about your group, and I joined immediately. And
I got to thank Ray Kelly.
I want to wish you congratulations on the full two full years. A lot of fun the last couple of years.
I mean, a year ago we were maybe at 1,000 members, and I was thrilled that we had hit 1,000 members in a year. And I haven't checked. Anybody online now can check the group. Last I looked, we were close to hitting 14,000, but it's getting up there, and it's been just a thrill to get everybody, operating here, and making this happen, and seeing people, just enjoying the hobby and enjoying stuff. It's really working out great. And my idea of creating a group with no politics, no arguments, no negative comments, it's working.
I always tell him he's doing world peace.
Yeah, exactly. Done a great job.
Countries on here.
Yes. Here's another good friend I want to bring in, Joe.
Joe Fodelio.
Hey.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
I'll
jump off. You guys have a good one.
Thanks,
hey,
Marco.
Bye, guys.
Take it easy, man. See ya.
Good deal.
It's been a good show, Bob. I appreciate the invite. Congrats on 2 years, man. It's awesome. I had to come on and say hello to Audrey, my Kansas City sister. What's up?
Yay. Yes. Joe and Audrey was born in Kansas City.
Right.
And we have tons of family in Kansas City. And Joe's was Kansas City. So
yeah, that's my hometown. I'm in Houston, Texas now. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm here close to Mike Wright. How's it going, Mike?
Oh,
yes.
Pretty good.
Well, we had another Houston. Brian was in there, and I don't know. I kept trying to click into Brian, but he was not kicking in there. So, Joe, how did you find us? How did you find Old Farts?
I guess just friendship, camaraderie. Like the Mav Mount fella, back problems.
Yeah.
That's I got into the Old Fart Club. Yeah. But no, probably Ray Kelly. I think just learning everybody in the community and finding everybody, seeing you on shows and good
deal. There's TJ.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, Jay. I want to bring in one more guy. Let's see if we can squeeze one more in here. There he is.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Matty.
Hey, guys.
Knows Matty.
Congratulations, Bob.
Kids.
They're great. That's why I was late. Daddy was needed at school.
Yeah.
It's all
he
good.
has the cutest kids in the
Just picked mine up
universe.
too.
I have to tell you, he's a significant man because he lives with 4 women.
4 women and 3 animals that are all female.
You don't have a chance,
Making a sign.
I try to get my son over here as much as I can, but he doesn't like it either, so I don't blame
I'm there
him.
with you, Matt. I got 2 daughters and a female dog.
I need another animal. I'm tempted to go buy a male hamster.
Hamster. or a guinea pig for that matter.
Yeah.
We got a female puppy to play with our male dog, except that she wants to play and he doesn't.
Oh no.
See,
It's
he's
pretty
tired.
funny.
Yeah.
She's definitely the alpha at 5.5 months, right? So.
Yes. Oh, that's great. Well, wonderful, guys. Maddie, what's going on?
Nothing much, buddy. Just wanted to jump in and say congratulations on 2 years, man.
Well, you know, you were around when I started this group, and
I
then,
remember asking. I had to ask
yes.
permission.
Yes,
I was too
he
young.
asked me permission to join. He says, I'm not an old fart, but can I join? And
I'm
I,
35. Can I come in the bunch?
yeah. And Maddie took care of me, gave me a room, and drove me around. He picked me up in Fort Lauderdale and drove me to the drone meetup last year, a year ago.
He gets a pass.
And we you know, I would have been, you know, SOL without Maddie.
We had a lot of fun.
And we had a wonderful, wonderful time, you know, and it's really through Maddie that I met TJ, you know, and you know,
we're good people. We don't care what anybody says about us.
Okay, what they say.
That's right. That's all good.
Grown up
Good,
readers
good,
don't care what
good.
anyone says about us.
Yeah.
That's right, Jim. I agree there. That's right. All right, you guys, I'm going to wind this down a little bit here. So anybody want to say their goodbyes here? What, Dominic, anything? Let's go one by one here. Let me.
I just thought I'd point out
you.
that it's my birthday on Friday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Early birthday, Dominic.
Birthday.
I'm sure we'll see you on Friday somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
It's not. I'll do my own stream.
There you go.
Okay. Cool. Well, thank you, Dominic. Thank you.
No
We'll
worries.
see you.
Signing out.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm going to take you out. We'll see you soon.
No
All
worries.
right. Ha Okay. Let's hear from Chaz. Chaz.
Bob, you've created a fantastic group, a wonderful group of people. I'm so glad that I'm a member, and I'm going to be looking forward to participating more in the coming year. Hopefully, the weather will calm down, and I'll be able to get out and do more flying than I have been. But congratulations on 2 years, two fantastic years, and all those members. And I wish you nothing but success.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We'll see you soon.
Yep. Take care,
All
folks.
right. Okay. Good deal. Jim, anything you want to say?
Yeah. First, Bob, congratulations. Somehow I found you really early on in my journey, and that's how long you've been there, which was kind of coincidental. I just want to give a shout out to United States Drone Society. Sometimes the mugs don't show.
Yeah.
And Red Mug. And listen,
I love those guys. Chris and Paul, and they're, I really respect what they're doing.
Very quickly, one thing that drew me to this group is that it's not all about what the videos you publish and edit and your color grading and all of that. I fly a lot, but I don't publish a whole lot. I don't publish a whole lot video wise, but I'm still accepted into this group, and I appreciate that. And I'm going to stay in this group as long as you have me. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Good deal. Good deal. TJ, what do you want to say?
What happened to Maddie? Where'd Maddie go?
Oh, he dropped off on me here. I guess. Yeah, he dropped off.
Well, I'm just going to say congratulations again, Bob. You are one absolutely amazing person. I really enjoy it when you dress up as Santa Claus, and you can pull that. You can pull that off really well because you're.
Well, thank you.
And you are amazing. I'm glad that I found this community. I know that I could reach out to any of you guys if I'm having an issue or a problem with whatever it is, whether it's my drone or if it's something that I'm dealing with. Yeah, just anything.
Any reason.
I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that I'm part of this community. I really feel like, I feel like accepted, and I'm glad that you guys accept me for, who I am, and I'm, like really proud of that. And I consider all you guys family. So yeah, and again, congratulations on all your hard work and your endeavors and all that good stuff.
Love you, TJ.
Love you too. We'll see you guys soon.
Okay, I'm going to take you out.
All right, bye.
All right, buddy. Okay.
And then
Joe, what do you got to say for us, Joe Fodolio?
Yeah, just appreciate you having me. Thanks for the invite again. It was great meeting you. I'm newer to your community, but it was awesome to meet you in South Florida, and I look forward to more fun in the future. And I appreciate you. It's great meeting you.
Thank you.
Congrats on 2 years.
All right, take care.
See you guys.
Hey.
Bye, Audrey.
Phil, I'm going out.
Joe,
I just want to hear from you. Phil?
Wonderful show. I watched the whole thing. You guys are great. Congratulations. Audrey, you're a support for your husband. And Bob, you don't know how lucky you are to have a wife like you do. So maybe you do. All right. But anyway,
I do.
Thank you very much for having me on the show. I love what I do. I love people seeing the wonderful creations we have. And as photographers, I think it's our duty to show the wonderful majesty that we have around us. So, in every part of the world,
I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Phil. I couldn't agree more with that.
Thank you. Michael,
Hey,
you're
Bob.
on.
Again, I appreciate you having me on. I congratulate you again, and I know we're going to be having a lot of fun here watching the next hockey games.
Oh, yeah.
4 nights. Hope you don't take this wrong way, but I'm going to say go Stars.
Well,
you can say it.
I'll let you say go Stars, but I get the last word here. So
I always thought it's the wife gets the last word.
I will.
Oh, you will.
Yeah.
So, wonderful show. Thank you.
Mike.
Yep.
Oh, great. Thank you, Phil. But Mike, I want to thank you for all the help. I mean, when I get stuck on something, with this Phantom, I just, I got it up and I got it running and I got it flying. And, I know that it felt totally different than flying like an Air 2S or something like that. So I was like in shock that, wait, this is kind of feels a little sluggish, but everybody told me that it feels different flying this Phantom than it does like flying one of these, a Mini 3 or something like that, and it certainly feels different, and it's definitely a different type of flying.
You're more than welcome. I'm glad to help out.
Mike gave me lots of good advice, and I followed all of his advice, and I was able to get the thing in the air and found out that Go4 app doesn't work on a triple tech.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. You get a garbled video signal, and there's, I restarted it, reinstalled it, did all the stuff, but then I found that it's actually an issue that I didn't know existed. So, but fortunately, I have a few more tablets floating around that I was able to put it on a Mini 5 here and got it going there.
That's what I use. I use Mini 5 with the Phantom.
Yeah, it works great.
Sure does.
So there's one of my other loves in the picture, guys. That's my doggy. That's Poe. So, Audrey, do you want to say goodnight? You want to say goodbye to everyone?
I do, and I want to thank you for allowing me to be on the show today. And
Yeah,
I
but I made her
also,
be in her own studio.
which worked out really fine. And I also want to put this to you, Bob. What's your dream for the next year or two?
Okay. Well, that's a good question there, and I'd have to say my dream is to get monetized, you know, and to sell a couple thousand shirts and hats and stuff. And I'm really close to having a T-shirt ready to sell. So I'd like to turn this into a full-time job. Old Farts with Drones into a real full-time occupation.
It
So
just about is.
yeah, but I'm not making any money. So
No, you're not.
but we will.
It's a
With
great
this, I'm
bunch of
gonna.
guys, though. Great bunch of
Yep.
guys and women. Yep.
Yep.
I think you bring so much joy that that's even worth more than the dollars, and you make such a difference in people's lives, and I'm really proud of you. So,
Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys.
Okay.
This is the longest running Old Farts with Drone show ever. We are at an hour and 45 minutes. I still have 25 people watching the show, and I'm just flabbergasted. So I almost hate to end it, but thank you all. I have to move on with other stuff, and there's my best friend in the world right there. That's my buddy Poe. So we love you all.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank
bye,
you.
everybody.
Good night. Good
Night,
night.
everyone.
Good night. I appreciate everybody in the chat.